Let's talk about persuasive essay. We're just gonna, I just, we'll just talk a little bit about it, and then we'll go into analyzing the evidence and go through it more. In persuasive writing, we use a specific process to write an argument for write an argument or like for or against something. So, and we also encourage our reader to take action in some way. So we write a persuasive writing to argue something or go against something, and also we encourage a reader to like take action, take our side, and then do the action. Okay. An opinion is what a person thinks, believes, or feels. Most of the time, when we are writing persuasively, we're writing about an opinion that reflects something that we feel strongly about. Now, because persuasive writing involved more than just starting an opinion, so we need to get used to using a writing process that also included time and space to research facts that we can use to support our positions and to organize our thought in a way that will convince our audience. Now, one model for this process is involve the following step. First, we gather the idea. Second, we choose a topic. Third, get organized. And 4, draft it down. 5, revise it. And 6 is writing, is edit it, and proofread it again. Now, for persuasive writing, an effective question that can get your writing process started is, what are some issues that matter to me? The news, conversation with a classmate, our topics we discuss at home with our family and friends. It can all be good source of idea for persuasive writing. Now, after we gather the ideas together, find out what the topics we're going to write about, gather the ideas that are going to support it, we're going to choose a topic from. Now, from a list of topics that we gather, we need to be able to generate a thesis statement about one of them. The thesis, which is another way of referring to central argument of the paper, need to state what the problem or the issue is about. So, it's going to talk about how we feel about the issue and include a suggestion about the solution to the problem. And 3, let's get organized. Now, there are several parts or persuasive piece of writing that require us to organize our thoughts before we write. After all the ideas that we gather and choosing the topics, we have to organize it all again to make it sound, more that make more sense. Organize it so that it make more sense. There's several parts to a persuasive piece of writing that require us to organize our thought before we write. So first, we need to consider all the positive and the negative side that we are connected to our topics. So if we also need to make a plan to address the opposing point of view in our writing, we need to look out for that. First we write about the positive side first, and then in the next paragraph we're going to write about the negative side. Or if we also need to make a plan to address the opposing point of view in writing, we have to look at that too. And now we have to draft it down. Which is the writing process. In this phase of the writing process, we should just write everything down that we are thinking about our arguments. So we will have time to trim down, add to, or improve our ideas later. But at this phase, we should just be concerned with getting word down on the page. It doesn't matter if the spelling are wrong or right, Just write every word, down on the page. And then at one point, you revise it, which is we need to ask ourselves some key questions that are specific to persuasive writing, like do reader learn about the issue and its position on it right in the paper? If we can answer that, then your essay, your writing are pretty good. Now, does all the evidence support my position? That's the second question. And then, are any words vague, unclear, confusing, or weak? Do reader know what action I want them to take regarding my position to this issue? After answering all the questions, we move on to edit and proofread, which is to make sure that a positive impression on a reader. We need to edit to make sure that we make a positive impression on our reader, because we don't want a negative one, And we proofread our writing, and to make sure the sentences are complete, proper, nouns are capitalized, and that end punctuation and other type of punctuations are used correctly. And also there's spelling too, to see if they are correct. You can check it on you can check it on the internet. Okay, so thank you for coming and have a great day.